Bam, bam. And why is there never music playing on this screen? And we have livestock that reach maturity. Alright. We had to take the boat no matter what. Saying everything went well. Let's say we set sail, make our way back to port in Mahag, sorry. And then we're going back to the first area and finding ourselves a spaceship. Oh, we're actually getting a cutscene here. Oh, that makes sense.
Our
We have to
first
discuss
port of call is Ulzebek.
Wait, we have to go
Back
where?
where you first started out.
Yeah, along with my dad.
Oh, right. Law's not really travel much to where his dad lived.
You okay? You don't look so good.
I think I'm just a little seasick, that's all.
Liar.
Huh?
You heard me. You've never been good at hiding your emotions, Shion.
Everyone!
Excuse me?
Nope.
Just what are you...
Chobot follow.
No,
Chobot follow.
you're right. I'm sorry.
Huh?
Is it about Alphen?
Did I set that up without realizing? I know I was
Not
really
just
exhausted yesterday. Did I set that up without realizing it? Hello. Welcome in, Jesus.
Something you can't talk about?
I'm surprised you got the first this
Well,
time. Usually it's Patty,
I'm not like the rest of you.
Sakusan,
Of
or
course you
sometimes
are.
Brian. Sully never.
No, I'm serious. Back when we first met, I think maybe then I did think we were different. But now I know that isn't true. You and I are the same, Shion. We're alike in more ways than you know. If any of us is different, it's me. I'm a Danon who can use magic. I may be the last.
Hello, cousin
My
Matt.
family and I have been living in hiding as long as I can remember.
That reminds me, I need to get triple bottle.
Everyone has their
Thank you
own
for the
pain
hydrates.
that can be hard for other people to understand. I saw the two of you talking and thought you could use a third wheel. So, here I am. Sorry.
If anyone's the odd one out here, it's me. Believe me, you don't want to listen to my problems.
Want me to go?
I didn't say that.
I get that you must have a lot circling around that head of yours. And that's okay. Whatever's worrying you right now, you're allowed to worry about it. And you don't have to talk about it if you don't want to. I know I'm not a Renin like you.
That reminds me.
Or
If
a
Patty
mage like
gets into
Grinwell.
call, I need or not
I'm not
call
a
or like
sovereign
gets into
maiden
chat.
or
I need to
lord.
ask him
I'm just
a few
Danon who
things
used
because
to be a slave. But
our
regardless of all
campaign
that,
definitely
I'm
changed
here
on
for you,
Sundays,
Shion.
very drastically.
That goes for me too. We all want to be there for you. Me and Hoodle and even the boys. I promise.
Clear update.
I mean,
Oh, he
that
told
is
you at
what
lunch.
friends are
Okay.
supposed to do, right?
I love this show. Man, she gives good choice. She gives a
I
good
said
advice.
this
Yeah,
to
she's kind of like the
Alfred,
mom
and
of
now
the
I'll say
team.
it to you. You're not alone in this.
Like it's like mom and dad is of course Shion
Thank you.
is going to be the mom. We got our dad as
I know.
us as Alphen. Rimwell's the young child.
Kisara.
Law's the young child. And then Kisara is the
And
cool,
right on cue,
the
I think I should
wise
make my way
grandmother or
back and
aunt,
lie
and
down
then
for a
Dolim
bit.
is the cool uncle.
My battle with this ship continues.
All right, she
Yeah,
gets seasick.
I better head back
Easy.
too. We wouldn't want the guys thinking they're in charge. Can you imagine Law at the helm? Who knows what kind of trouble we'd get into?
But yeah, because man, it's I have thoughts about it. Because
Still,
I had to like pick his brain, especially
that's
because
true.
like I was gone for the last two
And it's
sessions.
all
I
the
couldn't
more
make it
reason
because
I
of
have to do
like
this.
work, because you know it's like Black Friday season, Christmas season for me, so I missed some sessions. So I was like, wait, is this was stuff that was like being discussed like after the session? Why didn't no one bring it up to me? Because
I think it's safe to rest
I felt
here
like it was
now.
sprung on me as well.
All right. Something is definitely up with Shion.
Yeah, something big by the looks of it. I've never seen her so serious.
So, do you think we should say something to Alphen then?
I was wondering the same thing myself. But then it occurred to me. Whatever this thing on her mind is, it's probably the last thing in the world she wants people to know about. If she's trying this hard to keep it secret, then it's not really our place to go telling people before she's ready.
Yeah.
I can't tell them. There's just no way I could, right? What am I supposed to do?
Alright, these are quests that we can't really do because we're too low level. So we're going to come back to that. Before we do anything now, we're going to go back to our... Oh, the wedge is labeled as other. Huh, who would have thought? We're going to go to our ranch real quick. Is that the one talk? Yeah, because like... Oh, my VC face froze up? Hold on. Oh, it fixed itself. I have thoughts on it. For supportive and not about the player, and then supportive of the DM and not. And then I have like side comments about like, because yeah, we are at four a 4-player party. Technically 5, but two characters share the same body, so it's like, you know, we technically we do have a full team as 4 characters, but like we do need, because like our party is squishy. Our party is like fairly squishy. We have our bard who's very squishy with not a great AC and not great health. We do have a wizard who does have a few levels in fighter, but like their health is not great. Our cleric is not too bad, but it's just funny when our warlock has the most HP out of the party. It becomes like a bit nerve-wracking and dangerous. But adding like a fifth player at level 5 is going to be very difficult, especially where we're in the campaign, unless it's someone that's like I mentioned to Patty, like if it's someone we don't know and we have to like see how well they meld, not for it. But if someone I know, like if it's like a Cousin Matt, if it's a Sakusan, if it's a Vaughn, I know how they act, like a Jesus, like I know how they play, I know how they act. There's chemistry there. Great. They'll catch up pretty well. But if it's like a random person, I'm like, yeah, I'm not for that. What would be even worse is if you bring someone on Friday into the group, because like I'm not too fond of some of the Friday members, and if he brings in one of those, the ones that's not, unless it's DM wife, which is, you know, really good friends with them. But there's already bad blood there. It's not going to do much better. Thank you for the stretch, Ren.
We've reached our destination.
And we're going to say hello to our animals. Oh, thank you for the hydrate and posture check. I'm drinking quite a bit of wine tonight. It reminds me, my youngest brother,
You better not come back.
got a bunch of wine from our cousins, because like they have a bunch of wine they haven't drank, and like it's been sitting on the shelves. So they're like, hey, here, you're a college kid, you're of age to drink, take these. And it was very nice. I mean, cousin Matt will probably know this area. They're wines from the Finger Lakes. And the Finger Lakes is a very good like wine area in New York, and there's like dozens of wineries all around the lakes. So like you could do just one side of one of the lakes and hit like 2 dozen wineries and still just scratch surface, because that's not talking about like the towns with their little bars and things like that. And so you got some wine, and it's very nice because one of the wine bottles was like, because I went with a trip with those cousins one time, because they go a few times over the last few years, and I was like, wait a second, I know that bottle of wine. I was there for that trip. I mean, it's a wine called Abbey Road, and it's like a very sweet red. And I remember because like this was like during like Suki getting into wine has just been the thing in like the last 2-3 years. Like when I got of age to drink, I tried wine. I'm like, this is not for me. If I was eating a steak dinner, then I would have a glass of wine, or if I was having fish, I'd have a glass of white wine. But then I got into ports, and that's like what opened up the door for me. And then the trip to the Finger Lakes is what like got me into starting wine, like berry wines and mead. But then so seeing like the one of the wines, I was like, oh shit, that's a really good one. Was really cool because like it was one of the few wines, because we visited like a dozen wineries, and there was some that were some of us liked, and there were some that others didn't like. And there was only like 2 or 3 times where everyone was like, that's a great one. And one was like a dessert wine. It was like the first winery of the night we went to for dinner. And they brought it out. And we all had a bit of the dessert wine. And each of us bought a bottle immediately. And then that was the other one, was the Abbey Road, where we all like tried and we're like, oh, this is a really good one. I ended up bringing that back for my grandparents. As a gift, because I brought back that dessert wine for my father, and he tried. He's not a wine person either, so like it was nice for him to have. I think
Calaglia. Feels like it's been ages.
I think my youngest brother ended
Zephyr
up
with us
having
too?
it.
Dad.
Hey, chin up. This is your hometown.
Me and Saku
Everyone
tried
around
quite a
here
few
looks so much
wines in
happier than
Italy,
they
though.
used to.
I'll say. Feels like an entirely
Yeah,
different place.
I was definitely a wine,
I suppose it's had time to adjust to
white
its
wine
newfound
person. Like
freedom.
I very like sweet like
Zephyr would have been
Rieslings.
so happy to see this.
But
Yeah, he really would have.
at the end of the day, my
Especially
favorite
if he
kinds
knew
of
law was-
port, like a nice
Law?
port, just goes so well because it takes the sweetness of a white, takes the
Something
fullness,
bothering you,
richness of
Law?
a red, and it's
Nah,
just tasty.
I'll be
And
fine.
a lot of times,
It's just,
port wine
you know.
is so fucking much cheaper.
It still weighs on you, doesn't it? Running away back then.
I abandoned
I actually have
my
a
home.
bottle.
when
I
I
actually have the
finally come
bottle
back, it's
of
been
port on my
liberated.
shelf. I mean, it's empty, but
What's
when,
important is that it's
when
free.
the
I
3
get
of us
that, I
were
do. I
walking
just-
through Saratoga Springs,
I should have been here.
it was when we entered that wine shop, and I asked if they had any ports, and he had only the Novo. I had that on my shelf because like there's different bottles I have on my shelf that are like that either like they're really good, so it's like a reminder for me, like, hey, if you see it again, pick it up, or bottles that meant something to me, or just a really cool bottle. Like I have them in 2 different spots. Like I have a bottle of blueberry wine that was a gift from like Saku. I have different meads. I have the honey mead that's based off the Dude from like Crownzer. I have the Noble port wine that I picked up all in Saratoga with you guys, as well as I have the bottle of the Upstate vodka that I picked up because it like just came out right around when the wedding was. Because like I think Patty didn't realize, but he like 20 feet away from where I was staying, there was just like a beer and liquor store, so I walked in. And funny enough, they lived in PA, so when I explained the trouble of finding any good liquor, they're like, ah, I know that feeling. PA sucks. I can have good Sangre or Italian red, but I far prefer fruit wines or sake. That's understandable. I much prefer ports. Though the house reds that were just in Italy were delicious. Like I was like, wow, these are
and it all
actually
falls on my
great.
head too.
Hey, Nath.
What? Can't
I think
you
there was
see
only
I'm
like one or
I'll
two
finish-
wines that was somewhat on the fence. Like I might not like
Looks
this,
like you
but the
have your
rest were
hands
really
full.
good.
As much as ever. As if
Because
I
like
wasn't
we,
busy enough
me
putting
and
down
Saku
the last
had
remnants of Renan rule.
a bottle
I'm
of
up to my
a
ears in damn
Montepulciano,
disputes.
and we killed that bottle so
And
fucking
then,
quick.
To top it all off, that thing had to come crashing down from out of the sky.
Pretty sure we've heard this somewhere before.
We also drank a lot of
What about my
limoncello because,
problems? What can I
like,
help you
when
with?
I was going to Italy, like some people were like, "Oh, I'm gonna go pick up
Yeah,
bottles of wine."
we're
I was like,
looking for an old
"I'm gonna go
Renan
pick up bottles of
starship.
limoncello."
You wouldn't happen to know any around these
Congrats
parts,
on your
would you?
10 stream streak,
A
Patty.
starship? What do you need one of those for?
Patty, I gotta talk to you.
To
I gotta
get to
talk to you
Lenegus.
about the things that happened
Lenegus? Are you out of your
in
damn
Sunday.
mind?
Because I was like, you know what? I gotta like
Believe it or not,
I gotta
couldn't be the
voice
craziest thing we've done
voice my
recently.
thoughts about
Well,
what's going on.
I believe it. Well, either way,
As
I'm
well
afraid
as
I haven't heard anything
as
about
well
the
as I
starship.
have to ask you one or two
And
questions
do you
because
have any
like
historical
that might
records by
sway me
chance?
from going a bit
Sure, we've got
less
stacks of old
pissed or
records.
more pissed about the situation.
Mind if we take a look at them?
Let me get to my desktop quick. No,
Yeah.
no problem, no problem.
Okay.
I'm hoping also with this stream,
Thanks, Nate.
we finally get to go to the big planet because we're gonna go steal a spaceship that has been crashed when Alphen crashed here. So like
I read
wanna
through all of the records,
I want to see what's
but I
going
only
on.
found a single line that might point to what we're looking for. It mentions a rock
You should
that
be able
shot
to, I
across the
think.
sky and landed past the mountains.
I believe I
The
did
event was
before like for
recorded
Val's
just before the
streams.
first Renan invasion.
and
'Cause,
you
like
think that
I
might
usually
be the
was able to
starship?
catch like Val's
I don't
streams because
know.
like it was either like
There was
before I was
nothing
going
else in the
into
records
work
that came
or
even
like leaving
close.
work, so I was always able to get like an hour or two for
It
her
looked
streams.
like it was someplace called Berg, but maybe I'm reading it wrong.
Berg.
That ring any bells for you?
Yeah, that's one of the biggest volcanoes in Calaglia. I was just
I
there
swear to
recently,
fucking God,
investigating a
if I have to
report
go
of a
through a
meteor someone saw.
volcano dungeon just to get to the
Another meteor
spaceship,
in the same
I'm
area?
gonna
Really?
be peeved a bit.
I wonder if it could have been one of those
This
lights
this
that
like
shot
this is
out
one of
the
my love hate
wedge.
relationships with like
All the more
Tales
reason to
games
check it out.
is that like you have to go
Can
through a
you tell us
dungeon
how to
for
get there?
each dungeon for like the next story part.
The old
Berseria,
Zion
I
mine is
enjoyed.
up that
There was
way.
like really open
One of the
areas,
bays
so
we
you could just like
abandoned
travel
connects to the
across like
volcano.
giant plains.
Go ahead and use that. But
Final
you should be
Fantasy, they'll
careful.
have like giant open areas just so you can explore, so you can just see like a giant
I don't know if
landscape.
it has anything
like,
to do with the meteor.
Tales
There's a
games,
giant
a lot of
Zoogle
times they have
running
you
riot
so
in there.
condensed.
Never seen anything like it.
A Zoogle, huh?
Okay, so
Well,
the
turned out
first
as
question,
soon as I
Patty.
caught sight of the thing, so I can't tell
I
you
went
much
to
more.
bed
Just
first.
be real careful if you head out that
Mel
way.
brought up the whole thing about what's it called? You have to do the whole thing. She brought up the whole thing that she's gonna leave the campaign, or like been talking about it. Are you ready or what? I didn't know she did Blade Sword, and I see. Has she also been bringing this up in conversations like after the stream is done for the last couple weeks? Because like if this was like while the 2 weeks I was gone. Oh, you known for a while? Okay, that does that not okay. I want to say, does it not annoy me with you? It does annoy me with Mel a bit because it was like, hey, give me the respect. I've been gone a few weeks. Let me know you're thinking about leaving. Okay. Let me just finish this conversation with this guy, and then I'll voice my other thoughts. She's not brought up to him. Oh, gotcha. Well, aren't you? Is that first kid? Damn, why did you get so tall? Can't believe little Pipsqueak like you is running around with the building sword himself. I'm sure your old man would be
All
proud.
right.
Go on without me. I'll catch up later. You got it, boss. See you around, Law. Don't work too hard now. You know that
I
guy?
guess.
Can't say I do, but I met that guy before. Last time I was seen would have been when I was real little. Billy said hello back to him. Where's my dad's gone, remember? How much I looked up to him here. Well, sorry for that sidetrack. Let's just head out. I'm the one who poked her and asked. Gotcha. Hey, is it all doing okay? Not really, except for Steph is still weighing on him pretty hard. Can't say I blame him. If it's not his fault. Big thing to have to carry at his
Right.
age. Yeah, but he's trying his best to come to terms with it. I have faith he'll pull through. Good. Why does the armor... So is it just me? Is it just for me? There's sometimes in some of these scenes where the armor looks like a completely different color. It's messing with me. He's got to need your support. He's still just a kid, except for there's only one at that. Like, I feel like this looks here different than from, like, the frontal view at times.
I didn't like the sound of that monster Nath was talking about one bit.
Well, we have to press on. We're going through Zion Mine to Berg Volcano. Let's move.
So, yeah. Here's what my thoughts are. Is that, should, a part of me is definitely the hat. Oh, yeah, Patty, were you not here for the hat and farmer stuff? Do you want to see like the whole like outfit we unlocked? Oh, you're gonna love this. Okay, so we did a quest where all is that just like animals love Law, especially at the ranch. So we had to go save the bull because they got jealous because like the cow was like, I think, flirting with Law. So we got outfits for like clothes, right? So each character gets a blue farmer's hat, a red ribbon with like leaves, and then they get a farmer's clothes. It's like the same. It's the same farmer's clothes, but each of them are like a little slightly different. So I gave Kisara a little hat. I also gave Rima a hug because she feels like she needs a hat. But also I found it very interesting because like hers, like she has no sleeves for her, and it makes me realize like Rimerel's so tiny. I gave Law the farmer's clothes because it just felt very fitting. And I gave Dolim the have the red stripe and a Hoodle plush on top of his head. Yeah. So here are my thoughts. Here are my thoughts. Is that a part of me was very peeved because it was we're in the middle of like, Desdemona's like character arc. Quite literally, I spent a third of that session on the ship, setting up a meeting so that Des can like fix things for X and possibly sway her to her whole side. So I was feeling a bit of two ways. This Reno's message at work, because I was just like, you're telling me I did all that work of going on, sneaking on the ship, gathering the information, setting up that meeting, things like that, to be like, hey, that's gonna get retconned. A part of me was definitely feeling a bit of two ways, because like I feel so proud as Vernai as being like the intelligence gathering for the party. Like he acts more rogue. Like Des might have like people working for her, but goddamn did Vernai put in work as her intelligence of like gathering information. So was how her backstory was getting out. I can understand that. I can understand that. That's what led me to wanting to leave the livestream campaign. Was my backstory was, I mean, beside the spider thing, and then just like working weekends at that time, and going from like closing Saturday night, doing the campaign, it was like opening Saturday, like working Saturday, going in, doing the campaign, also working that Sunday. It was like it felt like I was doing work for like 75% of my weekend. Rather than Des going to talk to her backstory person for not but less. Okay, yeah, I can understand that. Okay. Because like I was like, my backstory was handled very well in the live stream campaign. I will have to call out Mel a bit though, is that she should have brought that up sooner, very directly to the DM then, because the DM would understand very much so with like how backstories were handled, because that was what led to one of the things that led to two of the people wanting to quit the live stream campaign. Was it was just completely ignored or overridden without their say so. But also, I do want to call out the DM a bit, like, just immediately removing them from the server, I felt was bad taste. Because, like, we literally have a Belgium Sean in the server who's told, hey, I'm not going to join this campaign, but he's still in the server. It feels a bit like you're going to keep him because he said he's not going to join the campaign, but you're going to kick out Mel? That felt like it was just I don't want to say like, what's the word? It felt bias. So both of them I do want to call out a bit. I think Mel did the wrong thing by not directly bringing it up to the DM, but I also think the DM did did not handle it well by just merely removing Mel. And then we need a fifth. So here's further my thoughts about it was that I do agree with that somewhat, because I was explaining to I was talking to like Cousin Matt and Sakusan fairly while you were here. Our party dynamic is not great. I mean, like, you do have high AC. I feel like we're not too tank. We don't have enough tank. Like, our DPS is great. Don't get me wrong. Our DPS is fucking fantastic. We have a cleric that has some spells like guiding bolt, inflict wounds. They can pump out damage. You're a wizard. You can pump out damage. I'm a warlock that can cast a few Eldritch Blasts with my charisma modifier on top of the damage. Like, we can put in work for damage, but I think taking a hit we're not that great at. So I do understand having a fifth party member, because like we could get steamrolled pretty badly, I think. But also, I think bringing someone, a fifth person, like doing applications or things like that, and we don't know how they're gonna mesh well, is gonna go rather poorly. Just because they're new, we're at level 5, things like that. We're already in the middle of a political intrigue. Bringing a fifth person is gonna be really rough. Also, no, you haven't fully voiced on Patty. How do I say this? I care and I don't care. I care about your opinion a lot. I don't care how you word it. Like, if you're gonna throw a bunch of curses, feel free. I don't care. I curse more than you do. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? I care about your opinion, but I don't care how you put it. But also, like, there's certain things, like, Vernai's not a very trusting fellow. So if you're to were suddenly bring in someone and be like, hey, this is gonna be a new person on our party for missions, Vernai's gonna look at them and be like, I'm gonna dig into your backstory because I don't know who the hell you are. That's why I jokingly said, like, Cousin Matt, Patty can attest to it. Like, I'm like, one of the things I would agree with if we were to bring someone was like, we bring in like a Cousin Matt who's like an overzealous old lieutenant to Vanderland, Patty's character, when the back in the day was a mercenary. The ones that are like, yes sir, that's a great idea, you are a genius, sir. Like one of those characters, that'd be hilarious. And he did agree it'd be funny. But like, that is where I say is that if we're gonna bring in another player, if it's someone I don't know, at the end of the day, some considerations on the DM's end could be made, hitting that to his plate, but if he's throwing in counter of the 6 in Friday's group's adventure, he can tone down some for. Yeah. That is true. That is true. But I also feel like I should tease you a bit, Patty, about Mr. Throw Undead Dragon at what, level 1 party members. No, but I get you. But like, that's not where I stand. Is if we're bringing a 5th party member, if it's someone I don't know, my vote is a no, automatically. Like, if it's not a Cousin Matt, a Vaughn, or a Sakusan, a David, a Bach, like, I don't want them in the party.
Everything okay with Hootle, Rinwell? He seems kind of out of spirits.
It must be the heat getting to him. We don't get these kind of temperatures back in Cyslodia.
Galaglians born and raised here struggle with it too, so it's no surprise.
Aha! So that's why his plumage is so white. He was born in a winter wonderland.
Actually, Dan and owls absorb the astral energy of whatever land they're raised in.
Also,
where they're born
Patty, I was
doesn't
thinking
affect
about
their appearance at all.
maybe
But that's not why he's white. The real reason
we
is
can
that
convince
he's still just
Mel
a baby.
to join the server.
Woo!
Just because, like,
You mean their plumage
them
changes
leaving does
color
not make me
depending
want
on
to
where they
stop
grow
playing,
up?
like, Helldivers with them.
Weird.
And with all this
But
traveling we've been doing, it wouldn't surprise me
It's
if his
definitely
wings
pushed
ended
me
up looking like a colorful
lot more
painting.
away from being
I
in
think
the
he suits
Sunday
his snowy
server
complexion.
calls
It'll
when I
feel
play
strange
the
to see him
game.
change.
How awesome would it
Oh,
be
she's
if
back
his
to the
head
answer
and
game?
wings were different colors, and his stomach and sides, like a map of our travels?
If I invite you to the
Lay
answer
off,
game,
will
I
ya?
only have
So much for the heat making
I only
him
have
docile.
one
Only yourself to blame for that one.
requirement.
Poodle takes pride in his appearance, you know.
Yeah, Rimo's
Fascinating.
ready to throw
An
hands.
appreciation of aesthetic beauty in an owlet so young.
My only requirement is that my artwork can be Gundam Unicorn.
Dohalim, I think
'Cause
you've drawn his attention.
I will die on the hill. The Unicorn Gundam is the best fucking Gundam. You can come at me all you want, but to me, that is the coolest looking fucking Gundam, is the Unicorn Gundam. So cool. Like, there's so many different Gundams that are, like, really look cool over the years, but, like, the Unicorn Gundam is just so good. And, like, that's not me, like, you know, like, oh, I'm gonna make you look up something weird. To me, that is just the coolest looking one. A smooth Shimano main? Yeah, it's just so like there's different like so I can go on like a rant about this about like mechs as well. There are like very different mech series that I enjoy a lot. Like fucking Gurren Lagann, one of the best like animes period. I will also possibly die on the hill, the best dub period. Because you know, Fate Stay Nights, Lancer and Archer. Oh yeah. Gurren Lagann is quite possibly the best Gundam series period, and possibly the not Gundam, best mech series period. And actually, no, Orphans, Gundam Orphans might be the best mech series, but the best dub might be Gurren Lagann. Just so good. And you know what? The anime and movie are both great endings. For Gurren Lagann. I love Gundam as itself. Evangelion, I love, but goddamn, I love and hate those characters. Asuka, Rei, Shinji, love them, but goddamn, I hate them at the same time. Speaking of Fate Stay Night, Patty, have you ever watched the bridge version of Fate Stay Night? And like Unlimited Blade Works and all that? It is so great. Because the guy who does the Sword Art Online, what's his name? Who's the main character in Sword Art Online? I am blanking on his name. But he, Kirito. Yeah, the voice character for Kirito does Shiru in the Fate series, and it's so great. It's so good. So we have to go to the mine tunnels. How the fuck do I teleport? Do I have to go to the ravine? Okay. And Sword Art Online has just a greater bridge itself. What is it like?
We've reached our destination.
Whereas like the whole God conversation, he's right here, and he's fresh out of mercy.
It's quite hot here. The climate feels different from
Actually,
Menancia's.
how easy can I run you over?
No choice.
Easy is the answer. But yeah, those have been my thoughts about the whole Sunday
We're all
situation
right,
going
Alton.
down. Because I was both upset with the player and DM Bridge Kirito is so good, yeah. And he does Shiro, and it's so great. Like, there's a whole thing where, like, Archer saves him, and he's like, oh my god, like, this is so great. We're the best duo ever. I'm like the Robin to your Batman. And Archer's like, please shut up. Please, we're not friends. Which I feel a bit. What is the other element? Because if I'm the reason why, I get it. I get it.
Something feels odd here.
Oh god, I have to.
Be on your guard.
Wait, is there even anyone here? Because it was like from the
Back in
beginning of the
Zion
game.
Mine tunnels. Who would have thought?
Why do we have
we'd be
such a
going through
zoom
this
in
place
on-
again?
on
This
us?
is where you and I first fought together.
And also the first time we touched, as I recall.
Wait, really?
Yes.
Sorry, I can
Really?
only read half sentences, so yeah, I am the reason. I mean, you can't, like, say there's another reason and not tell me, because that makes me just too that goddamn curious. Yeah, it's
So this
literally
path
from the
is
beginning of the
supposed
game.
to take us out to Berg Volcano?
We're not gonna see any lava burst out in front of us or anything, are we?
Don't get so paranoid you let a rock fall on your head, Law.
It feels very interesting. We're going right back to the beginning of the game. And also, it feels a bit funny that the resistance was, like, at the bottom of a volcano. Like... Actually, yeah, I want to know. Are we going to go to Redna? It's a fucking another dungeon, isn't it? It is another fucking dungeon.
Ugh, so hot.
Well, yeah. We've reached the inner portion of Berg Volcano.
We need to find that starship. And fast.
Alright. I wonder if we're going to have to run back because of the stone. Poor Suki.
Go no further! If it's in the sky, it's mine! Anything in armor is all mine! I never miss!
Now you see what I can do!
Make it right! Law, get toasty!
Bird strike! My turn!
Radiant blood! Here goes!
Flying freaks! Why can't they just sit still?
Sion, can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done! Do it! Kikara, frozen!
Hammer!
Nicely done!
Flame inside me,
All thanks to you. Dragon Swarm!
Tempest swirl!
Have them having resistance to my fire attacks makes so much more sense.
Light burst forth!
Radiant genesis!
God, I love how Rumo just like slams
This should
dunk
make for some good
magical
weapon
energy.
crafting material.
He did it in like the mid-tier opener, and it's just so funny. This short like 4-foot girl just like slam dunking a magical ball on people is just so wonderful.
Hi, Hoodle! Where are you going?
Piercing roar!
Lunar corruption! You have to aim for the bright area on their back.
Come one, come all! On guard!
Here,
Dragon Swarm! Aim for the weak point!
This one keeps charging us.
That's what my shield's for! Get behind me!
Got it. I'll leave it to you.
Take this! Make it rain!
Astral energy!
Say no more. Got it.
Well done.
Oh wait, deal 10,000 or more damage in one hit. Oh shit! Nice. I did that by accident.
Done. You picked the wrong fight. Dragon Swarm.
I don't know how I did that. Might have been Logger, maybe, or was it the special one, maybe?
Annihilation!
The heavens must be smiling,
Gothic dress.
and thus our strength yet grows.
Wait, who wears? I like there's just a Gothic dress in the fucking volcano. This would be the last place they would be at. You kidding? They like the cold, not the heat. Cutscene?
Huh.
There's no way we're climbing that, so it seems allow me to step in. Wait, you're not thinking I'm trying to vault over Virata, are you? Why, I haven't even thought of that. In any case, step back, I'll handle this. You can grow vines.
This will be a delicious cheesecake.
Take this! I'll smash you!
This one's mine.
I don't know what.
If it cools up, time to get out of the way. Here I come! Look sharp! That's Dragon Form!
Holy land! Are you too much to handle? I'm on
Burn in hell!
We can turn the tables on them.
There are still more left.
Right. No time to hold back.
Dragon Form! Ready and raring!
I'm kind of worried that Patty's probably still typing, whatever it might be, and I'm like, if he's typing this much as desktop, that worries me on what it might be.
Just watch and see.
But I also find it funny if he was like, I'm typing, and then just left. Because as someone who will commit to a bit, that is also just funny in and itself.
Look sharp!
Going in.
Dragon Form! Look sharp!
Please now. Make it right. Astral energy.
Say no more.
Let's refrain from losing.
Oh, we have livestock that reach maturity. Thank you.
You can make plants grow instantly? What if we use this for fruits and vegetables?
I'd rather not be our party's fertilizer. Thank you very much.
My my one fantasy league is just like talking about how 1 week is not going great for some people. I even realized my YouTube stream crashed. Let me fix that.
Gotta break through.
If it's in the sky, it's mine. Dance in the wind.
I can carve through walls!
Now. Frozen.
Hammer!
Nice and hot.
All thanks to you!
I like how time can like fly or not, because like I don't know why, it feels like I've been playing for like 2 hours. You know I know it's not, but in reality I've only been playing for like an hour.
Hurricane, do it!
And I feel like I've gotten like nothing done. Hello Massa. Hey, how's it going? It is going well.
Barely a blip on our radar.
Going through another dungeon, ranting about a D&D campaign I am in, and enjoying quite a bit of wine.
Get lost.
Also technically waiting for a message from my mod Patty. So he said he was typing.
Do it.
In an instant. Impact block. My turn. Mirage. Dragon. It's almost too strong.
Split it open!
Be my guest.
like that could easily be fatal.
Just as well, I'm here to stop.
Astral energy!
Say no more.
I feel the power flowing through me.
You'll be able to help even more people now.
Yeah, I guess I will. My face is starting to sting, and my throat feels super parched.
Here, have some water. Just make sure you don't drink too much.
Thanks.
You want some too, Shion? Oh, wait. You're hungry more than anything.
Shion is
aren't
does
you?
always be
I'm
hungry.
fine, thank you very much.
Alright, so we'll go through here, go through here. It feels like a very straightforward area at the very least. Making travel plans again? Question mark. What do you mean? Is it for work or is it for personal travel at least?
This will be a delicious piece of cake. Here's evil. Freeze laser.
You picked the wrong fight!
Far enough! Are those rocks that skin? In a vine?
Illinois, utilize this astral energy.
Say no more!
Everyone's sometimes still typing, oh god. Is it even gonna fit in the Twitch?
Sprightlier than before.
I know for the traveling, me and Sakusan, I think we're both in agreement that unless we go somewhere very, very far, it will be both message. Gotcha. That after going through like a 10-hour plane ride before, that everything is going to feel like even like a 3-hour plane ride is gonna feel so short in comparison. We're like we went through worse for this time, but I can't get the annual leave days I want. Yeah, I've been like waiting for my time off to get requested for the beginning of December because I told him weeks ahead of time. But really laissez-faire, true. Because I already told like my boss, like, look, if you don't give me these times off, I'm calling out anyway.
Here's evil. Rain down.
Dragon form!
Hurricane strike. Freeze laser.
Going in. Let's take cover when it curls up.
Here's evil.
Hurricane strike.
You're mine! The airborne scoundrel!
Sounds like a job for yours truly.
I forgot that remote was probably in the shower.
Here's evil. Hold on to your
out there.
Just getting started.
That's the spirit. I'll take no prisoners.
You fight better at a distance. The further away, the better. You and I both. Frozen.
Hammer.
You're seeing that for those 2 weeks.
All things.
Is there anything you're particularly hoping to do in New York City, or just like do touristy stuff?
Now.
Demon's descent. Flashing fang.
Everyone still in one piece?
Yep. I barely worked up a sweat.
Actually, why can't we knock down this stone? Oh, we have to like use Dolahine to make a shortcut? That's bullshit. I don't know what to do. I mean, you've seen the bull and liberty statue. Okay. The bull?
Seriously? Is this a joke?
What is the bull? Do I know? I feel like Kirby doesn't even know what that is.
As impressive as always.
And here I hoped I was included.
No, I mean, you're even better than ever.
I've never seen Xion actually look flustered.
The enemy wields arms too.
You'll soon see about that. Frozen ready. This one's mine.
Oh, it's just a bull? Okay. I was trying to think, what is the bull?
Nicely done. Here's a healing arm.
All things to you.
I can do. I owe you one.
The Wall Street. Oh, okay, now I know. I didn't think for a moment. I was like, what is the New York City Bull? My mind kept going to Chicago, like the Chicago Bulls. You know what I mean? But I was like, I don't think Masa is like a huge like basketball fan.
Let's keep our eyes on the prize.
Why is that what you're gonna do? Is that what you're gonna go? Are you gonna go touch that Masa? Is that where we're gonna have to see pictures of? Yeah,
Hey,
musicals
new
are really
equipment.
nice. Last time I was in New York City was to meet Folly, and that was a fun little trip. That's where I learned Folly is very tiny and very breakable. I need some good Chinese food too.
An opponent like this should be easy.
And then sung my heart out with karaoke. And I was told my in-person singing voice is so much better than my online singing voice.
No further. You're mine. Look sharp.
Now, Frozen.
Hammer.
Nicely done.
You're on.
All thanks to you.
I'm out of ammo.
You're mine.
More for the stockpile.
Dragon swarm.
I'm all tossed up. Another one. I never miss.
Dragon swarm.
Now, astral energy.
Say no more.
I think from what was the last
Looks like we came out
play I saw?
on top.
We just need to make sure we stay there.
Right. And without totally overdoing it.
I don't know.
You want me? Come get me.
Dragon swarm. Armor won't save you.
Oh, I know.
Wrong fight.
It was actually with Sakusan. I actually saw it.
Hold on to your heart. Here I come.
It was a local one. We rather enjoy it.
Leave
We
any parts to me.
we were both well dressed, and we on the way to the play, we actually got stopped by photographers asking if they could take our pictures because we
No further. Dragon swarm.
had a very old-fashioned, nice look to how we dressed.
Astral energy.
She had this beautiful blue like winter coat, and I had a peacoat jacket, my Irish cap and such. So like we looked like those like late 1800s, early 1900s, like out to wear dinner look.
You've got a knack for battle.
I still plan on training though.
That's what I like to hear. As impressive as always.
Here I hope that wasn't.
The play was really good too.
Demon descend. Flashing fang.
Lady Fortune must truly be watching over me.
This bridge will hold itself together, right?
Most definitely. Though I won't make any promises.
Which one is it?
Mr. Cloak is probably written well. Most very sleep deprived when I go watch a show. I rather enjoy plays and shows. One of my favorites is actually at LBI. There is this place called the Show Place, and what it is that you're served ice cream, and they'll put on like skits and little shows, and they'll get like the people involved that are eating from every table. Like one or two people who put on, like they'll have to sing something or do a little dance. It's always very nice.
The bigger they are, the harder they fall. Aim for the weak point.
Now or never. Dragon swarm.
And there was a period because my family would go there, and there was like a time period where like my dad would always get me the one that has to do it for some reason.
Is every shield you own that big?
Here, you want to try holding it?
Ugh. How do you even walk with this thing?
Alright, so this is the way to go, so we'll go this way first.
What's with that shine?
We're in for a
Wall
long
text kind of
slog
coming.
with
Oh
this
no.
one. Far enough. Anything in armor is all mine.
Looks like I can carve through armor. Dragon Swarm!
Demon's Descent!
Flashing Fang! My turn!
Glacial Fire!
Dragon Swarm!
I'll be saving this one. Radiant Let's go.
No escape!
I'm out of ammo.
Dragon Swarm!
An Astro Art?
That's my cue.
Let me know when you're done so I can read Patty.
Not today! Dragon Swarm! Dragon Swarm!
Illuminate the dark. Holy
Looks like you came to my rescue again.
You need to be careful. With the blazing sword.
Astral energy.
Say no more! Got it!
Well done. The sky is mine.
Okay, I gotta read this. I gotta read this. Alright. Alright. Certain fatigue. Near Europe play. Actually, yeah, it's been that long, huh? That was a full-on rant. Yes, it was, Patty.
Dragon Swarm!
In a bind?
It's go time!
Yes, I definitely agree with quite a bit you said.
Not a chance!
Because
Dragon Swarm! Great! My turn!
I think that's why it feels weird for me as Vernai specifically, because, like, I don't know if I ever, like, fully explained it once, but, like, I don't think it'd be unreasonable.
How much longer will our healing arts...
How do I say this? How do I say this? It feels very interesting as, like, playing as Vernai for the campaign, because Vernai's whole thing is that you make a theory, and then you go about the theory in your questions, and then if it gets disproved, cool, adjust your theory, go at it again, right? And then so happens that his first few theories turn out rather well. But yeah, it definitely feels at times like things are moving really slow. But I guess that's because, like, there's gonna be times like a Snakewood's gonna be like a 2-day event. But there was times where I felt like griped with the campaign, because like Vernai is a very strangely friendly fellow, but always like slightly like peeved me that like I guess that there is truth to it, where like we'll bump into NPCs and they'll be like, oh, rabbits don't talk because I play a Haragon, and I'm like, it almost feels like I have to like go out of my way to have Vernai evolved in a conversation with an NPC on his own. Otherwise, he gets kind of ignored a bit in favor of like Vandalin or Vivi.
Say no more! Got it!
Though I could have swore everyone flirting with Van was just a way to punk you specifically.
What's the secret to being as strong as you?
You're pretty fierce on your own.
Light burst forth.
Radiant Genesis!
I'm pretty worn out.
Want to rest up for a bit?
Though I will say, the one positive is after playing for Nye for this campaign, I definitely want to use him for one of your campaigns. Just, oh my god, having the, you know, the Devil's Sight, and then having invisibility, and then like having the Fire Scry, I am enjoying it, because like, he's like the perfect information gatherer for Vandalin. Yeah, I have nothing against any of your points. Like, I'm like, yeah, I agree with these. Though I will say, I still hold a bit of annoyance with Mel by just throwing it out there and leaving. Because, like, I get how the end might feel stuck. I felt pissed because, like, I did all that work to help her, and then suddenly be like, well, I just wasted 3 hours last night that I could have done otherwise by racing horses, you know? Like how like Kate was feeling like, exhausted and sleepy. I was the same way. I actually didn't get any sleep the night before, so I was like, you know what? I could have gotten to bed even earlier, raced some horses, and had a great night. So I definitely felt a certain way about it. That just also means you have to make the Lancer campaign even better.
Say no more.
I thought you went. I went there for a few. What about that movie? Yeah, having a good time with strangers, dude. I personally like. I know he was like, you know, didn't go for the bait. I personally love the chain of events that happened with like, I'm gonna follow the assassin. Hey, Vale, this is an assassin. And then using suggestion on him, and then me stealing the weapons, and then planting the weapons as a little fuck you to Triff when I like stole from her desk was just a great, like, to me was like one of the funniest chain of events in that whole campaign. Because, like, for me, that whole chain of events was hilarious. Just be like, if you're like Triffly coming back to your desk and like, who the fuck did this?
Do you say so myself?
Far more than the power I can conjure alone, that's for sure.
Was that a compliment?
But also, I think at the end of the day, I have no ill will towards Mel, even though we bump heads a lot. You're not being unreasonable, dude. Though I do bump heads with Mel quite a bit because we have very various opinions and such about certain things. Like you were much there for the time I snapped at Mel for saying a certain
Watch where
thing.
you're going, everyone. If you fall, there will be nothing left.
Mitsuki always has been
So don't
as you
try
know,
anything
a shoot from the hip type of person.
I didn't know you had that sort of trick up your sleeve, Dohalim. I would have figured rocks and plants would be too different for you to handle both.
Not necessarily. Both of them contain Earth astral energy. Luckily for me.
Use orange gel. Though I do think if, like, how he mentioned that we're gonna, you know, getting a fifth member, if he mentions about playing this weekend, I think we should not. I'm not gonna be able to be available until the halfway point anyway. Like, we should just call off the session for this coming weekend and be like, look, let's not play till we figure out what the fuck we're all doing as a party.
You picked the wrong fight.
Take this! I can carve through armor!
I'll heal you all.
In a bind?
Dragon Swarm!
Healing circle. Don't mind if I do.
Now I can let loose. Thanks,
Get
Shion.
behind me!
Be careful not to overdo it.
Astral energy.
Say no more. Got it.
Well done.
Dragon Swarm!
Astral energy. Full throttle. You are in tip-top shape.
As soon as I'm done here, come help out.
How could a girl ever say no? As impressive as always.
Here I hoped I was.
No,
I don't know what any of that means, but congratulations, cousin man.
Barely a blip on our radar.
An opponent like this should be easy.
Going in. Right here. I got it. Inferno.
Dragon Swarm!
This one's mine.
Go for the weak point.
On guard.
Dragon
This
Swarm!
one's mine.
Take this!
Tiger blade.
Can't get out of this! Armor won't save you!
Astral energy. Full throttle.
A flawless victory.
One's all mine.
Naturally.
Not today!
This one's
Dragon
mine.
Swarm! You're mine!
Sleep now.
Shield
Now. Astral energy.
Say no more.
Lady Fortune must truly be watching over me.
Out of our way.
Dragon Swarm!
By the power of water. Mega ray. This one's mine. Dragon soul.
You're mine!
Here we are.
I'll smash you! Aim for the weak spot.
Here's evil.
Dragon Swarm!
Freeze lancer. That one's mine.
Where are you going? Here.
To the flame inside me! Kisara! Commander of Heavens!
Phoenix Cyclone.
Did it!
Yeah. Nice technique.
Illuminate.
Prepare to be seized! In a bind?
Dragon Swarm!
Now. Astral energy.
Say no more!
Mods, one of you got that?
I can feel my power growing!
Oh, that reminds me. Chobobot like followed in the beginning of this stream, and I'm like, I don't know how you followed, and I don't remember setting you up. This is a boss fight if I know it. Yep, it's definitely a boss fight. Wait, what is it? What is it? Aren't you an editor? Can you just like set it up yourself out of curiosity?
What the hell is that thing?
We're fighting a fucking
Probably that
kaiju.
monster Nath warned us about, if I had to guess.
Do you think this might have been where one of those lights that shot out of the wedge landed?
But why this location? If the purpose of the wedge is to harvest Dana's astral energy.
We can figure that out later. If that thing gets into town, it's going to cause chaos. We need to take it down and move on. Let's go!
Cause chaos, my guy. It would level the town.
This one's tough, but we have no choice.
Let me know if you need healing.
Like, where am I
Here it
supposed to?
comes. Focus.
On your toes, everyone.
Where do you hit it?
Suddenly turning tail doesn't seem so ridiculous.
Why? Are you scared?
Me? Are you?
Do you even have to ask?
Like,
Of
is
course
it?
I'm scared.
Focus up before we become that thing's lunch.
Ha-
It's summoning Zooble?
Okay, I was like saying,
Keeping an eye on it.
I was gonna say, how the fuck do we hit it?
Charge like that could easily be fatal.
Just as well, I'm here to stop.
Prepare to be sealed. Take this.
This one's mine.
Not today.
Searing flame! Lightning orb! Raging cascade! Radiant light!
Dragon swarm.
Searing flame! Dance in the wind! I'm out of ammo! Hurricane strike!
Dragon swarm.
Anything in armor is all mine! Where are you going?
Now, while it's reeling.
Take it down!
Now you see what I can do.
Lunar corruption! Flaming meteor! Inferno crossing! This one's mine!
Dragon swarm.
Here I go! You're mine! Searing
It's on.
Reload!
Not today. Dragon
Lunar
swarm.
corruption! Get on in there with
Take
the others!
this.
Lunar blast! Look sharp! What can do it? Xion, astral energy! Full throttle!
Objective survive. It feels like that at the moment.
Swarm.
Naturally!
You're mine. Dragon swarm.
Like the party's just standing around for the most part. I'm like, what is going on?
Now you see what I can do. Dragon swarm.
Go! Here goes! Razor Cyclone! Ready!
Burn.
Tearing flame!
Dragon swarm.
Burning strike!
Here I go.
Lightning spear! Piercing
One
bolt!
more. Dragon swarm. Come one, come all.
Lightning swarm! Razor Cyclone! This one's mine! It's weakened!
This ends.
Well, the thing is, the hit bar is for that big guy up there, but we're fighting things that summon. So, like, I don't understand. Like, what is going to happen here?
I never miss!
Pieces. Attack time.
Holy land!
Dragon
Lunar
swarm.
corruption! Do it! Xion, astral energy! Full throttle!
Okay.
Here come more!
We'll just have to keep fighting.
Tiger blade!
The enemy wheels aren't too.
We'll soon see about that! Astral energy!
Say no more.
I don't enjoy this game design. What do you mean by that? Like how the characters are designed, the enemies, the fighting system. Like, what do you mean? The combat?
I'm glad you're not on the other side.
Likewise for you and that shield.
Best to stay in one another's good graces then.
I don't know what I'd do without you.
I can understand that.
Perhaps now isn't the time?
I really don't.
The combat is very chaotic. I love the duo attacks. They're so fucking pretty. We can't yet. We just have to fight the enemy so far.
Primed and ready!
Like, it's right outside the field of combat.
Reinforcements incoming! Not a problem!
Dragon swarm.
Raging charge! This one's mine!
You're mine.
Take this! Here you go! Don't let up!
No further.
Searing flame! Close reload!
Is he shooting fireballs at me again? Whoa.
Armor won't save you.
Don't mind if I do! They're all coming after me!
I'm coming, Redwell.
I'm not scared! I'm totally fine! Dance in the wind! I'll heal you all! Dance in the wind!
Okay, here I go.
You're all!
You pay for that.
This one's mine! Hurricane strike! I'll bring you back from death's abyss!
Not a chance.
I'll bring you back from death's abyss!
It's too much.
I'll bring you back from death's abyss! I'll bring you
Ah! Dragon swarm.
Do you require a hand?
back from death's abyss! Hurricane strike!
Coming through. Ha! Now.
Like, I love these like ultimate attacks and the duo attacks. They're so great.
Back from death's abyss!
But like everything else, not so much.
What I can do. It's on.
At times.
Dragon swarm.
I'll heal you
Not
all!
today.
Yeah. Can someone heal me, please?
Dragon swarm.
All right, maybe not.
Go in there!
This should do it.
Healing cycle! Light
you're human.
To stop you dying?
Denied! Dragon Swarm!
There! Time to die!
Here I come!
Tempest Whirl! Healing
Dragon
Dragon
Swarm!
Meteor! Thunder Field! Raging Cascade! Back into the Astral Energy!
Say no more! My turn!
An outstanding
Here I come! No escape! Dragon Swarm!
Raging Cascade!
Prepare to be sealed.
Hurricane Swarm! Do it! Kikara! Frozen!
Hammer!
Okay, what's
Take
next?
this!
It's about to strike!
Look sharp, everyone!
Everyone all right?
Wait, we don't even get a chance to hit his
Retreat,
hand.
Not yet.
Whatever you do, just please stay safe.
Now I can let loose.
And just like that, I'm back in it.
Start by holding the front line.
I'll
No
handle it.
sooner said than
Wait.
done.
Watch and learn. That's enough. Go back down.
Okay. We apparently we just defeat him. I got an achievement. We defeat the Ifrit. Hold on. Wait, can I pause? I'm sorry, guys. That was
Everyone
fucking
okay?
bullshit.
Yeah, I think so.
That was fucking
That thing scared
bullshit.
the pants off me.
It felt like it had a different aura than other Zeugles, didn't it?
Yeah. It
It
wasn't
summoned
like the one
3
that'll
waves of
make you sick on
enemies
us either.
and then
Its
died after
elemental
getting
astral energy
countered
variance
once.
was out of this world.
That was
It was
bullshit.
like fighting a lord.
I guess it's safe to assume that if it came out of the wedge, it must have played some part in helping harvest astral energy. But what?
Yeah, it's literally you
Perhaps
you
a
blink and you
living
would have
spirit
missed the
vessel?
end of that fight.
It's
That's
plausible, given the location. Or it may be part of a new force dispatched to regain control of Dana.
If we assume that monster was one of the 4 beams of light, we must have prevented something from taking place here.
I'd like to think so, knowing how much grief it gave us. But at least with that out of the way, we can keep moving forward now. Let's go.
Alfred Unrelenting Blaze, okay. Inspiration Wave, sure. See, yeah, okay. I'm gonna give you Spear Sweep. What is this one here? You did the recap? Maybe that's what they're doing in the Titans. What do you, yeah, what is the recap? Got a secret key.
I got it!
Got what?
I can chop up vegetable scraps and use them in the seasonings.
Should've known that's what it was gonna be about.
Like I said, it's bullshit. There's a campfire here, which makes me very curious.
Hey, is that it over there?
It actually is a spaceship. Oh, the machete carrot. Beautiful. Oh, I love the Supreme Black Form. Little rose weapon. Armslow Nair for Alphen.
I'm impressed how well balanced this thing.
Alphen?
Did you remember something?
No, but I have seen this starship before. This is it. This is the ship I traveled in when I escaped from Lenegis.
Now we're
3
actually back
centuries
into
later,
like the
there's no
sci-fi
worse
part
for
of this
wear.
fucking game.
I'll take a look at the internals.
Damn! I'm amazed it still works at all after all this time.
The past meets the present. I really am from a different time and place.
Yeah, but you've got us now, Alphen.
Not only that, but you've helped out so many people too.
Law's right. Rinwell too. You're one of us now. No more carrying the weight of history on your shoulders. You're a part of this world.
Right. Thanks, you guys.
I was born in the wrong decade, which is funny because like this world is low tech,
It
so you
should
went from
fly.
like high
All
tech to
internal
low tech, and
systems
not
seem
from
to
low
be
tech to
operating.
high tech.
However, considering how long it's remained inactive, I suspect it will take some time before it's ready for takeoff.
How much time are we talking here?
Starship mechanics are not what I'd call my forte, so I'd rather not hazard a guess.
So we've just got to sit around here and wait? I'm terrible at waiting.
That's because you're a child. Oh, but how about we use this time to prepare and gather supplies for the trip?
Good idea. Who knows when we'll be back from Lenegis once we leave? We should prepare ourselves for every possible scenario before we go.
Let's try not to stay away too long. I'd hate for anything to happen to the place while we're gone.
Either we race ahead, or we take due precaution to ensure we have no regrets. I shall leave it up to you as to how we proceed, Alphen.
Works for me.
We're gonna shove Alpha into the hole so we can swear at the enemy ships. I would not be surprised. I just want to get to the fucking planet.
It's funny, isn't it?
What is?
All this. When we first started this thing, did you ever imagine we'd be going to Lenegis? After all, this is the sort of thing I was rebelling against when I ran away from home, right?
I'm sure Zephyr would be proud if he knew what his son was doing right now.
And a little
I miss
shocked,
Zephyr.
too.
We're defying the order of things that have persisted for 300 years. Deep down, I knew our journey would lead to confronting Lenegis.
Yeah, you maybe, but you're a Renan. The rest of us can barely even picture what it means to leave Dana.
No offense to Shion and Dohalim, but it's worth remembering we're heading into enemy territory.
No offense taken, and this is no picnic for me either.
Remember, our aim is to ensure that both Lenegis and the Renan homeworld leave Dana alone for good. I don't think we'll be able to avoid a fight.
Is there no way we can talk them into leaving us alone?
The people of Lenegis?
Sure. I mean, we found a way to make it work with Xion and Dohalim, right? And it's not just us. If places like Menancia can do it, then why can't we?
Because there are still many of my kind who believe it was right and natural that Rena reigns over Dana. There are those on Lenegis who have never stepped foot on Dana. I doubt whether they'd even listen to Danans.
Look, none of us want to fight. But these are the same people who fired that wedge down on Dana. What happens next is on them.
Right. We're not going to sit back and wait for them to oppress us again.
Right.
Don't forget, there's also a good chance the Red Woman is somewhere on Lenegis. And wherever she is, we should find the Renaissalma too.
That's right. If we can take it back, then Xion can finally get rid of her thorns. Xion?
Huh? Yeah.
They all fell asleep sitting around the campfire.
Where?
There's a fucking ship to fall asleep in.
Xion? Where'd Xion go? How could she just go off on her own? Xion. Xion! It's your thorns? But why? You okay? Just now, it looked like you used your maiden powers to suppress your thorns. You can really do that?
Stay out of my way.
Wait a second. Are you planning to go alone?
Shut up!
Why would you do this?
I told you to shut up!
Just continue walking forward, Alphen. Yep, just walk forward. She won't shoot you.
I mean it.
I
Call her.
refuse to let
Call
you.
it out. Call it out.
I won't tell you again. Move or I'll shoot.
If that's the case, then go ahead and shoot me!
Call her bluff. Call her fucking bluff. Right? How many times are we gonna do this song and dance? They've done it like a fucking million times. Yeah, see Chobot, exactly. Kiss a Rue, please.
Do you remember back when I was stabbed? By Rolron?
Yeah. I thought for sure that he had killed you back there.
That wasn't the first time.
Are we fucking burning water?
The
Are we
first
fucking
time
going?
was when I was only a child. After that, no matter how often, I just couldn't die.
Couldn't die? So you're immortal? How's that even...
sorry, good point.
Believe
Don't
you, Shion.
don't interrupt. Just let Shion talk.
But tell me how is something like that possible?
My thorns. They're me, but at the same time not. They're part of me. I have no idea why, but my thorns will never let me die. At least not before I'm meant to.
You can't die before your death?
When my thorns free themselves, it will be my death. I've seen it. A darkness that swallows up everything until nothing remains. It's a vision of oblivion I can't escape. I want to believe it's all just a bad dream. But no matter what I tell myself, I know it's not.
This feels very similar to the Papa area.
Yeah, but you... Wait. The whole reason
I won't go into details,
you
just
needed
not
the
to spoil it,
Renaissance
but
was to get rid of your thorns, right?
I'm noticing something very similar with some
if
of
I
the
burn away
Tales
what's
games.
inside, then what will happen to the rest of me? Right. Either way you look at it, I'm going to die. But if I am going to die, I figure I can at least take my thorns out with me. That's what I've been after this whole time.
That's why you turned your back on your fellow Renans and chose to fight with us, isn't it? And while we've all been fighting to keep on living, you have been with us fighting desperately to die.
That was the plan. But then I met all of you. And before I knew it, I didn't want to die anymore.
Shion, don't lose hope yet. We'll find a way to save you. There's still time to.
It's pointless.
Why?
Because the darkness won't just consume me. The truth is, it will consume all of existence as well. It was only a suspicion at first, but ever since the Red Woman triggered my maiden powers, I've been more certain than ever before. It was then that I finally came to realize my powers were holding my thorns in check the entire time.
Oh, that's good, Patty.
But they don't anymore. Not since Lenegis.
I mean, also not to
When the
interrupt a
wedge
very tense moment, but I just got a notification that Side Games, which is
Every
in
day,
charge of
I feel the
Uma
thorn's power
Musume,
growing stronger inside
and
of me.
also as Grand
Pretty soon,
Blue
I won't
Fantasy,
be able to hold them
they
back
have
anymore.
entered a partnership
that
deal.
happens,
They're going to
Soon all
be the
exist.
main sponsor for the American Oaks race in Santa Anita.
And that's why you wanted to leave by yourself.
So they're going to be the main sponsor for American
planned
G1 race.
to find the Renaissance on
Meaning
your
we
own
might get
and
to see
sacrifice
more
yourself
Hanya
to
Horse
stop
Girls
the
in the
storms.
US.
That's too much. It's way too much.
When this all began, I didn't care what happened to me or anyone else. And what happened to the Renans or the Danans didn't matter to me at all. I know I have to die. But I don't want to. Not now that I have this. I wish we had never met. Then I wouldn't have to feel this way.
Shion!
There you go, fucking Alvin. Fucking finally. It took 40 fucking hours.
It's no better than being a slave. How can you endure this?
Alvin.
It's not fair. I don't care what anybody says. I won't let it happen.
Fucking kiss.
We can fight this. Fight until the end together. Isn't that what you said to me before?
Even if it should mean that it'll be the end of everything else too?
Shion, what do you want? It's your decision, ultimately. But if you decide not to fight fate, I will. Even if I have to do it alone.
No, you won't be alone. I'll fight as well.
Count me in as well. I want to be a force for good, not hate.
And me too. I meant it with all of my heart when I told you before. Neither of you are alone in this at all.
You guys...
And I, for one, don't believe this venture is without hope.
Huh?
Shion is the descendant of a maiden from 300 years ago. Given the circumstances, it seems very likely that those events have some connection to her thorns. The true nature of which, I imagine we will discover as we make our way to Lenegis and uncover the truth of what's unfolding here.
I take it you mean we might find a way to get rid of her thorns and she'll live?
It's certainly possible. Though I suspect the nature of the Sovereign is connected somehow.
So be it. I've already lost everything I had once. And I won't let it happen again. Shion. No matter what happens from now on, we're right here with you. All of us are. You are not alone.
You guys. You're all so stubborn. Thank you, everyone. For right now, and a little while longer, I just want to hold on to this dream. And most of all, more than anything else, I want to be with all of you. So let's go. On to Lenegis.
I know you might be referencing Nico Robin there, Sakusan, but unlike One Piece, we know how to actually write our female characters in this game. Shots fired.
The end of the world. It's hard to believe, isn't it?
I believe Shion is telling the truth. What about you?
As a friend, yes, I want to believe her.
Oh, don't
Everything that's happened seems to point towards some sort of great danger that's lurking ahead of us. Still, it's hard to fathom something that could usher outright doom to the world. That those really are the stakes we face.
No, I understand. Even Shion doesn't seem to know exactly what will happen to bring it all about.
We have so many pieces of the puzzle in our hands. So many clues. Yet the complete picture eludes us.
Do something in the game that tastes like One Piece,
So
and I swear,
where do
guys, I
her
just want this
thorns
person to
fit
make
in
a
then?
burger.
Well,
Yeah,
I imagine they must sit at the very
hold on.
center of it all. You remember the voice we all heard while we were inside the wedge, don't you?
Wait, right here, Wooga.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah,
The will of
I love
Dana's
One Piece, but
astral
One Piece
energy
pacing is
come
one
to
of the
life.
worst
Well, that's what we
paced
all thought.
animes out there.
Right. And from that, we're able to
I'll say it.
hypothesize how vast
Some
concentrations
some
of
arcs
astral
go
energy
way
can become
way too
sentient.
long, and some are
Let's
just like
return to when we
finished
found
so
Shion
very
in Palegion.
quickly.
When her thorns went wild, they contained far more astral energy than any mere Renin would
Like
normally
Fishman
have
Island
inside
was
them.
really short
So you think
and
those
done so
thorns
quickly,
might be alive
and
too?
then
That their
Kaido
will
with
is what
Wano
keeps her from
felt
dying?
like it was 50
But
chapters
why would they
too
want to
long.
destroy the entire world?
As for that, I really cannot say for certain. Its goals still remain a mystery. It may be a mere fluke that her maiden powers have been able to contain it thus far.
You know, I've noticed since we've met that you like figuring out
The
riddles.
current arc, we spent more time in
Can you blame me?
flashbacks than we have
When
done
one
in the actual
realizes that
plot.
the world they once thought to be true is but a mere facade, they can't help but seek the truth. especially when that deception has led to others getting hurt.
Dohalim?
I imagine the remaining pieces of the puzzle that we seek rest somewhere within Lenegis. As for what the final picture will look like, who can say? I think it's best we not dwell on it too much for the time being.
Right.
How you holding up?
Who, me?
Yes, you. You took a hit from those
In my
thorns
honest
again, didn't
opinion,
you?
because I don't
Oh,
start.
that? That was nothing.
Compared to what Shion's going through, you mean? Still,
I
even
told
if you
Patty
yourself
very
might
much
be
similar.
willing to endure
It's
that
not
kind
worth
of
it.
pain,
It's
that
not going to be up
doesn't
your
mean
alley.
Shion wants to have to see you get hurt by her thorns, you know?
Yeah, I know. I'll be careful.
Shion doesn't know how lucky she is to have you around, you know? Dashing in to save her at the last minute.
Yeah, very funny.
I'm being serious. You went up and held her close like you still had that mask on, and you didn't even bat an eye. She really needed that. That's what I mean when I said you saved her. Just like you did with the rest of us.
I just want for Shion what we all have. The ability to touch someone without the fear of killing them. Those thorns have
I'm really
robbed her
enjoying
of
one of the
kind
newest
of
animes I'm
everyday
watching.
things we all take for
Natsumi
granted.
Book of Friends is like
That's
a very
not
such
right.
a
You can
nice,
say that
easy
again.
watch.
It may be normal for us.
Main
but
character
that doesn't
is
make it any less
the
special
grandson
or
of
important for her. I hope she gets
a
what
famous
she wants.
yokai collector who had collected names and
I have my own
of
dreams,
yokai
but a
in her
world
book
without
to
her,
like summon
where
as
she
like
dies
servants
so
and
we
such.
can all
And he's been
survive,
on a journey now to
isn't
like
a world I
give
want
those
to live
yokai
in.
their names back.
Agreed.
And there's just
It's
such
like more and more
like
keeps getting
cute
taken from
stories.
her,
They're like
and
very
I'm
deep,
done
meaningful
with it.
stories. Like a yokai who's like kind of like a minor god who is only kept alive because of his a very old follower and wants to like die as a human, much like her. It's so good. I'm a very sleepy sailor. Good night, everyone. Good night, Saku-san.
Can't sleep?
I'm probably not
After
that far
everything I
behind. I'm
just
gonna go for
heard,
another couple of minutes.
how could
We don't
I?
get to this fucking planet right away.
Fair enough.
It's probably gonna be next time.
Shion's had to deal with so much on her own. Even when we were all laughing and celebrating, she just kept quiet and didn't say anything. I thought she was keeping her distance because of her thorns. That it was because she didn't want to hurt anybody by getting too close. I just figured that that was the type of person she was, you know? But it turned out to be none of that. All this time, she felt like she had to die and sacrifice herself for the greater good. But even then, she didn't think she could say anything to us about it.
I know.
She was so alone this entire time. How could I call her a friend and yet be so completely blind to everything she was going through?
I'm sure it made her happy, knowing you were there for her.
You really think so?
Yeah, I do. If she didn't think of us as friends, I don't think she could have ever opened up to us like that. You were a good friend to her before, and you'll be an even better one now.
Yeah, I really hope so. I want to be the best I can for her. When you think about it, we were all alone in our own way. But over time, we've all found ways to let each other into our lives. I hope Shion's able to do that one day too. No, I mean, I hope she's able to do that more. Lots and lots more. I think it'd be really nice if we could all just be there to support each other when it really counts. And forget about our grudges and pain.
Rinwell.
Did you know?
You mean about Shion?
Yeah, I didn't have the slightest idea. I mean, every once in a while I thought something seemed a little off, but I never could have imagined. It's like a completely different world was spinning around me and I couldn't even see it.
You and me both. I mean, I knew something was bothering her, but I could never quite figure out what it was.
You? But you're the one always looking out for her, aren't you?
That's what I thought. But in reality, I didn't understand it all. What I thought was helping and being there for her was actually just driving her into a corner.
At least you figured it out in time, though, right?
I don't think we're out of the woods yet. But yeah, you're right. We brought her back from the edge, and we're going to stop those thorns from taking her. No matter what.
Yeah, with all of us together, there's nothing we can't handle. Shion, the world, we can save everyone. And I mean it when I say we, Alphen.
I know. No lone wolfing it.
Hey, you're the expert on what my dad would say. Do you think he'd pat me on the back or tell me off?
Zephyr, I don't think that he'd have that much to say, to be honest. You're your own man now, Law. And you've already made up your own mind about what you want.
I guess he couldn't say anything even if he wanted to.
Law.
Sorry. I guess those of us amongst the living have enough problems to deal with, don't we? We'll need all our strength to save Shion. I'll probably end up worrying again at some point, but I guess I'll think it over more then. That okay?
Yeah, I think it is.
If these two don't kiss, I'm gonna be disappointed.
Hey, you doing all right?
I seem to cause nothing but worry. As much as I try to look like I have things under control, everyone still worries about me.
You're not the only one.
Hey, do you remember the first time you said I was your friend?
No? When was that? Sorry, I can't remember.
That's okay. It came so naturally to you, I'm not surprised you forgot. I was different back then. The Dahnans were not even people to me, and I knew I would always be alone. But in that room with Deadheim, when you called me your friend, it just shattered the wall that I'd built up around me. Because until that moment, I'd only seen you as a means to an end. I thought of you as a way to use the Blazing Sword, and to obtain the Renis Alma. But after that day, one time became two, and before I knew it, you'd made a habit of calling me and Dohalim your friends. It didn't matter that we were Renans. You cared about us as you would any other people. Then, everyone else started to call me their friend too. To think of me as their friend. Before then, I never even dreamed I could have that. I didn't want to die and lose you all. But I also didn't want to live if it meant you would all die in my place.
Shion.
But then, I realized I'd only really been thinking of myself that entire time. After saying how I felt, and hearing what you all had to say, I finally understood that. Don't worry, it's okay. I'm not planning on dying anymore. I've met too many people along the way who I truly care about to give in now. So I'll fight. For Dana and for myself. I'll fight against my fate to preserve our future. And I'll win, come hell or high water. I don't know how we're going to do it, but I won't let the world end because of me.
It's going to be a long, hard road ahead, Shion. Our fight won't be over until everyone, both Dahnans and Renans, can finally live in peace. But I swear I'll be there with you until the very end.
Thank you.
Remember what we learned back in Calaglia? There's no wall so high that we can't break it down.
Yeah, I think you may be right about that.
Everyone well rested? Then let's go. We depart for Lenegis.
Alright. I do feel myself fading a bit fast, so we're probably going to call it here. Let me just make sure. Yep. We're gonna find someone to raid out to. I already know who we're gonna raid out to, which is going to be Bunny Bells. Who's playing some Melty Blood? Of course I'll let you rant. I was gonna add a rant anyway. Like I need to get my like my chest off about like what was going on. But yeah. I will probably see you, what is it today? Tuesday, Wednesday, no, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Probably see you guys Wednesday night for my next stream. And then Thursday as well is going to be more Arise. I have no idea how far we're in this game anymore. It's sometimes feel like we're at the halfway point, and other times it makes it feel like we're at the end of the game. But I will see you all in a couple days for some more Tales of Rise. And you all have a good night.